So today we are back with another recipe and I am joined by a special guest.
Hello.
Mum, Wendy's here. So today we're going to be cooking our very own seriously cheesy cheese scones. Now these are a really easy to make and a really simple recipe, and it's literally like a two-step process. Roll it out and pop it in the oven. So let's go and see what ingredients we will need. To make these seriously cheesy cheese scones you will need 100 millilitres of milk. We're using semi-skim but you can use whichever you want. 6 tablespoons of cooking oil. We're using vegetable, but of course sunflower or any other kind of oil will do. That is absolutely fine. You will need 1 large egg, which we have down here. 10 ounces of cheese. Now we're using seriously strong, and I'm sorry it's in ounces. I work in grams, but this is Mother's recipe. Mum's here with me, so I'm sure you'll see in the beginning of this video. So there we go. So 10 ounces of cheese. We're using seriously strong, but again, if you prefer mild or mature, it doesn't matter. 10 ounces of flour, self-raising flour, which we have in here. Then you'll need half a teaspoon of baking powder and half a teaspoon of Coleman's dry mustard. This is just to bring out the flavour of the cheese. So let's get started with the recipe. So first of all, we chuck in our mixing bowl all our dry ingredients. So as you can see in here already, we have our self-raising flour. Now we're adding in our half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of the mustard powder. Again, this is optional, it's just if you want to bring out the taste of the cheese even more. And of course our 10 ounces of cheese. It is really that simple. You chuck all our dry ingredients in there and now we'll move on to our wet. First of all, you add in your egg. Next, you add in your 100 millilitres of milk. Again, whichever kind you prefer, we're using semi-skimmed. And last but not least, our 6 tablespoons of oil. Now you pop it in your Kenwood Chef or whichever mixer you're using and stir it up until nice and combined. Okay, so this is what the consistency of your dough mixture should look like once it's been mixed. It smells amazing. You can really smell the cheese and the mustard powder. So all you do here is you just pop it into your bowl, making sure you get all of it off the whisk. And then all you have to do is turf it out onto a lightly floured surface. So we're going to go ahead now and do that, and we'll be back in a second. Okay, so this is what your dough should look like. We have kneaded it slightly because that's what you need to do next. The next step is to knead it on a lightly floured surface until it's all squished together and nice, and then you pop it in the fridge on some cling film for half an hour to let it rest. Okay, so our scone mixture has now chilled for 30 minutes in the fridge. As you can see here, it's nice and, oh, still soft. Is that what it's meant to look like?
Yes.
Okay, good. Right. What's the next step, Mum?
Just to flour and roll out.
There we go. So, using a bit of self-raising flour on your work surface.
Not pour straight out the bag.
Straight out their bag. And just knead it for a bit. It's as simple as that.
About that thick.
Yeah? So what would you say that is roughly?
Well, for you it's probably about a centimetre.
And for everyone else?
About a centimetre.
So you need your scone mixture to be roughly a centimetre thick, and then taking any size cutter, we have a selection of 6 different ones here. I think we're taking the 3rd smallest.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 3rd smallest cutter, which is what roughly?
Whoa. About a 3-inch.
3 inches.
Roughly.
3 inches round. You just need to cut out your scones and then place on a grease-proof baking tray.
When you're cutting your scones, never go like that and wriggle, 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 because it seals the sides. You need the sides to stay open so they rise.
There we go. Top
so
tip.
It's straight down and up. And then obviously just all your
Peel off your
scraps.
extras.
Your scraps then just roll up and keep rolling till you've used it all.
Cool. So we're going to go ahead now, guys, and
Pop these
finish
in the
off
oven.
doing these, and then we'll be back in a bit. So we've now finished off cutting out our scones. As you can see, there is 12. The mixture, sorry, makes 12, and then there's always a little bit left over for a taster. So now what we're going to do is pop them in the oven at gas mark 4 for 20 minutes. For 20 minutes, but of course remember you have to always preheat your oven, which I always forget to tell you at the beginning of the video. So they're going to be going in now for 20 minutes. That's it, guys. That's how you make our seriously cheesy cheese scones. They are super yummy and super easy to make. Ideal with a bit of butter or some chutney or anything like that. So thank you, Mum, Wendy.
Welcome.
How did you find it?
Easy peasy.
It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, just bung everything in the mixer, rolling pin, and yeah, and just a baking sheet, and that's all the washing up as well.
That's it. So like I said, super easy to make and hardly any washing up. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, and thumbs up if you've enjoyed seeing Mum here, and I'm sure if she gets like 10 or more likes on this video, she will be around again to do some more videoing and filming. So I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and hit subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you again with another cooking video. Goodbye!
Bye.